This is AG4YL. I'm not sure if we have a problem with the NF4GA repeater. If we continue to have some problems with it keying, I'll go ahead and disconnect the repeater. Just let me know, Catherine, if we need to go ahead and pull it off. You can let me know in the chat if we need to go ahead and pull that out. AG4YL. This is AG4YL. I'm not sure if somebody in the North Fulton area is keying up the NF4GA repeater. We'd like to let you know you're not hitting the repeater. Will you please stop keying the repeater? We're getting ready to start the YLnet. AG4YL clear.
Last week, I didn't catch the call. You're monitoring KK4 today. Last station literally was just speaking, saying something about station queuing up the repeater. This is KK4 calling you. I heard no response. I don't know if you're or what, but just going to let you know there is a band opening tonight. There's a band opening tonight. So it's most likely someone from a whole other state that can't hear the repeater and doesn't even know they're doing it. I'm hearing every repeater around here. I got a really nice setup. But there's a band opening. That's what you're hearing. Clear.
This is AC4YL. All the YLs, if you will please stand by while we attempt to disconnect the NF4GA repeater from the Okay, ladies, that was fun. Thanks to Melanie, AG4YL, successfully disconnected the NF4GA repeater from the Aurora conference node so that we can try and have some issues going on over there with keying up. So, not sure if it's intentional or unintentional, and it doesn't really matter at this point. So, sorry for the delay, and thank you, Melanie, for disconnecting that repeater for us. Okay. Welcome, ladies, to YLopnet. This is Catherine, AC4YL Net Control for this evening's net. We meet every Thursday at hopefully 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Echo Link OR conference node. Be sure to invite all YLs you know to join us. We ask that only YLs or licensed young lady ham radio operators check in and participate. The purpose of this net is to encourage you to become and stay active with amateur radio, help each other improve our operating knowledge and skills, and have fun. For more ham fun between weekly nets, check out the YLopnet Facebook group. During the net, be sure to join us in the NFARL Do Drop In chat room by opening any web browser and going to nfarl.dodropin.org. Just put your name / call sign in the box and click Login. YLs who would like to check in, give us your call sign, name, and current location. And don't forget that there is a 3 to 4 second delay when transmitting through Echolink. This is Catherine, AC4YL. We will now begin taking check-ins. Please call now.
Rico? ACATKY, Woodland, Indiana.
WA4YL, Dawn, Hudson, Florida.
K7SKY, Sky, Gardner, Washington. WB1ARU, Ann in Hanover, Massachusetts.
KT9YL, Ann in Wisconsin.
W5MQC, Michelle in Oklahoma.
Ann in New Hampshire.
Kilo Alpha 1 United Lima November. Good evening, everybody.
AG4YL, Melanie, Atlanta, Georgia.
Sarah, in Olympia, Washington.
Rosemary, KB4RM, Houston, Texas.
Okay, very good. Of course, my Echo link is connected right in the middle of check-in. So I'm going to go through who I have, and I apologize. We'll have to ask for more check-ins again. It's one of those evenings. So I heard Chrissy, KC8 UFV, down in Puerto Rico before I got disconnected. So I got you there, Chrissy 1, KC9 GHG, Illinois, Michelle W5MQC, Oklahoma, Melanie AG4YL, Georgia, and KC9YL, Wisconsin, Dawn WA4YL, Florida, Yolanda KM4AAQ, saw you key up, but didn't get any audio, but we do have you in log. Sarah AB7PS, joining us from Washington, Nisi KA1ULN, Massachusetts, Rosemary KB4RM, Texas, and WB1ARU, Massachusetts, and Judy, N5KUO, saw you key up, but didn't get any audio for you either in Oklahoma. So that's what I have so far, so let's go ahead and see who else would like to check in this evening, please. Call now.
K7FAY, Sky and Gardner, Washington.
Whiskey 3, Lima Echo Oscar, Leah in Oklahoma. This is KC5 WBL, Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Victor Lima, sending Puerto Rico.
This is WI7IL, speaking in Wyoming.
It's Alpha 3, Whiskey Hotel Uniform, Caroline, Canada.
KN4 API, Orlando, Florida, Lynn.
Okay, awesome. We've got a great group this evening. We're going to go back up to where I left off on my list here. Give me just a second. Boy, my internet is so slow tonight. Let's see, my computer does not want to cooperate today. Okay. Sky, KA7SKY, joining us from Washington, Leah, W3LEO, joining us from Oklahoma, I believe it was Cindy, KC5WVL, joining us from Puerto Rico, Katie, WY7YL, joining us from Wyoming, Carol, VA3WHU, joining us from Canada, and Lynn, KN4API, joining us from Florida. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to, Melanie, did I miss anybody on the check-ins? I don't know if you're able to check real quick or if that's hard to do since we went through this way. So, Melanie, if you've got any more that I might have missed, please go ahead. AC4YL, AC4YL with an X.
This is AG4YL. Good evening to everybody out there. Yes, I have you, and no problem. I'm going to go ahead and just, I've got 21 check-ins so far. Chrissy, Linda, Dawn, Sky, Ann. Both Anns, one from Massachusetts, one from Wisconsin. Michelle from Oklahoma, Ann from New Hampshire. Missy, Lauren, myself, Yolanda did get you in the log here and there. Sarah, we got you, 87PS. Rosemary, Judy from Oklahoma, Catherine, of course. Carol, we got you in there. Leah, Cynthia, or was that KC5WVL, was that Cindy or Cynthia? Your QRZ comes up as Cynthia. I just want to make sure I call you what you prefer to be called here on the net, log you accordingly. Katie, WY7YL, and Lynn, KN4API. If I've missed anybody, please call now and make sure you get into the log. Otherwise, I'm going to pass this right on over to, I see Jenny, M0HZT. Got you in the log, Jenny. All right, if I missed anyone, go ahead and call now. And if you don't hear anything, you can go ahead and pick it up, Catherine. Thank you. This is AG4YL.
Okay, thanks, Mel. Appreciate it. Looks like we have everybody. So awesome! What a group. I find it kind of cool and interesting that we have Chrissy here with us, and I believe it's Cindy or Cynthia from Puerto Rico joining us in. So hopefully you gals can stay on a minute and are able to chat with us here. We've been talking about a little bit about Aries the last couple of weeks, and the emergency service side of amateur radio. So we'd like to talk to both of you gals about how things are going there in Puerto Rico, and what you ladies have been doing there in those efforts, or anything that you would like to share with the group here. We'd love to hear from you. I'd like to pass it to Chrissy first. Chrissy, it's been a while, so it's great to hear you on the net this week. So we'll pass it over to you first, KC8UFV, AC4YL with the group.
Okay, thanks. Well, we're sitting right next to each other here, actually. We're both with a disaster medical team. We can't really talk too much about what we're doing down here, though. Or about missions down here.
So all we can say is that we're down here to assist with hospitals and all the medical facilities to help the people and hopefully do some good. That's all we can say. It's just if they ask us to not share a lot about location and such, just for security purposes.
Okay, very good. Well, we're glad to have both of you here with us this evening. and appreciate you being there. So we've got a great group here, and some folks that are new that haven't been here before, and some that we've been missing for a couple of weeks or more, so we're glad to have you all here this evening. So what I'd like to do first is open up the group for that very reason and catch up with each other. So if any of you gals have anything that you'd like to share with the group on what you've been up to and what's been going on in your side of the world, please throw out your call and we'll give you the mic and give you a chance to do that. Well, good evening, Linda. Please go ahead.
Okay. Well, this past weekend went to the first Great Lakes HamCom, and it was pretty good. You know, for a first one, it's there's a learning curve on that, but there weren't many dealers, but for good reason. You can't, they planned about a year ahead on the dealers, and so they couldn't work them into their schedule this year. But I did see Ruth, and she said, say hello to everybody. She wasn't sure if she'll make it to the chat room or, because she has a class that doesn't let out until about 8 o'clock, so she's got a pretty, she's not sure she'd make it to the net. And we had a nice little YL forum. Marcia did a great job. So it worked out pretty well. And with that, I will turn it back to Nat.
Okay, very good, Linda. Well, curious on how the turnout was, and from the website and everything, it seemed to be fairly organized and planned fairly well. Could you tell us maybe a little bit more about the experience there, the layout, you know, if they had a good group of vendors and kind of what the turnout was like for the first event?
It was pretty good. Talked to a couple of the organizers because we've known them for a while, and they passed their break-even point for all the tickets that they sold. Didn't, like I say, they didn't have a whole lot of dealers because of the time frames. They just started this. I don't know if they planned it just exactly when they started planning. But the dealers couldn't get it in their schedule. These dealers plan about a year to 18 months ahead of time. They did have somebody, one of the last forums was, they had a salesman from Yaesu there talking about, like the DMR type radios. The layout, yeah, it was good. Parking was great. Very accessible. And got to run along pit road. A lot of the dealers were, a lot of the flea market was set up along there. I think as time goes on and they do a couple more of them, it's going to be things they needed some better signage for parking. But other than that, it went well. Back to that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Linda. Appreciate that. And like you said, you know, it's the first one this year, so we'll see if they are able to take these things that they've learned and plan a little bit more accordingly for next year. So we'll definitely have to give it a try. You know, and try to make it out there soon and see how it goes. So very good. Thanks, Linda. Appreciate you jumping in and telling us about first Great Lakes HamCon and how that went. Okay, who else has something that you would like to share with the group here on what you've been up to and amateur radio activities or anything else you've been busy with?
WA4YL.
Good evening, Dawn. Please go ahead.
Today I made contact with VA3FIRE, N2F, and K9F, and I got like 4 of the fire prevention week stations. And if you YLopnet10, you earn a certificate for fire prevention week.
Well, that's cool, Dawn. Awesome. So how many total do you have in your log there, Dawn? How close are you?
I have 4 contacts, and I need 10, and there's only a few more days left. I missed almost the whole week, and I think it started on the 8th.
All right, Dawn. Well, keep working them there, and you still got some time left, so go ahead and keep trying, and who knows, you might finish off strong there with the last remaining amount of time, couple days that are left there. So that's a cool event. You guys can check it out here on hamfire.com is the website for that special event, and you can see the picture of the certificate of achievement that they have there. So it's very cool. That's a really fun event. I'm glad you're playing there, Dawn. That's very neat. And keep trying. You still got a couple of days, so rock it on. Thanks so much, Dawn, for telling us about it. That's cool. All right, who else has something to share with the group?
W3LEO.
Oh, please go ahead, Leah.
Good evening, ladies. One thing that our club has started doing in terms of, the last year, 2016, for the Parks on the Air, or as we call POTA, our club has started doing that once a month. We will pick a park here in our hometown, in Midwest City, and we call it Portable on the Air. And we will meet at a park. Whoever wants to bring radios and antennas and set up and just operate and just enjoy each other's company. We are having one this weekend, and we're actually going to be incorporating a cookout, just a small one, but just since it's so nice outside, we're getting into fall weather here in Oklahoma, so we've been enjoying that. So there's something different that we had started. Actually, a club member is the one who started it, and we made it an official monthly event. So I think it's just something fun that we could do on a smaller scale and just enjoy each other's company and just get on the air. So, but yeah, that's one thing that we're doing, and then we're also planning for the Veterans Day Parade next month, sorry. And so that's a big event for us as well. But anyways, that's all for now. W3LEO back to net control.
K1 Yuan.
All right. Very cool, Leah. That's awesome. So you guys were doing, I think, National Parks on the Air last year, I believe it is, and you're now just doing Parks on the Air this year, if I understood that correct. Let's go to Nisi with her comment, and then we'll circle back around. Go ahead, Nisi.
Thank you, Catherine. Awesome net tonight. Sunday night at 0000 UTC, or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I run a slow, wicked slow CW net. And it's been real popular. I think it's been, 4 weeks. Jean, K1 AVM, Alpha Victor Mike, she's on the net, I think for the second night tonight, and I worked her. It's been really successful, so I'll do 3 words a minute with you if you want to do some really slow CW. But I've gotten all kinds of comments. People have increased their CW speed, and myself included. It's just really good. So please join us Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 000 UTC. The frequency is 7.045. 7.045. So, hope to see you there. Back to you, Catherine.
Okay, very good. So, yeah, if you guys want to play some CW, that's a great opportunity for you to do that. Without the worry about having to be super fast at it yet as you're learning. So, cool, Nisi, very good. Okay. In a minute, we're going to pass it to Melanie to talk a little bit about Parks on the Air, or POTA, through the worldwide flora and fauna, and some information on that. And she and I had a blast this past weekend doing an activation for that, and hope to do at least 1, if not 2, this upcoming weekend. So we'll pass it to Mel in a minute to talk about that program and how it works, and perhaps encourage you guys to get involved in that. It's a lot of fun. And sounds like Leah and her club are doing something similar and having some fun hitting some parks and getting on the air with those. So it's a great activity to get out there and in nature, so to speak, and play radio. So we'll let Mel talk about that in a minute. Let's see if anybody else has anything you want to share with the group this week. Please call now.
W1A1.
All right, Ann, please go ahead.
Thanks, Catherine. This is probably not that exciting to some of you, but being that I'm new, I thought this was pretty exciting. I happened to notice on QRZ a few weeks ago, I looked up some of your pages and I saw Dawn, WA4YL, with a sign up, and I kind of opened it up to see what it was about, and it was about her visiting W1AW and operating there. And I had never heard of that, being that I'm so new. So I kind of got excited about it, and this week my OM and I went down to the ARL headquarters, and we took a tour, and they let me operate, even though I had never touched an HF radio before, but they walked me through it. I had just passed my license, and I made my first HF contact to Blackshear, Georgia, and then I made my first DX contact to Toronto. So I was pretty excited and had a blast, and I just wanted to share that with you, and thank you, Don, for putting that on your QRZ page. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had such a fun day. So thanks a lot. Back to net.
That is so awesome, Ann. Thank you so much for telling us about it. That's exciting, and we're all thrilled for you. You know, it's fun to talk to other hands and talk about, who was their first contact on HF or on the repeater. And in fact, maybe Melanie can remind us where she got this, but she told me her something called a first contact award that you can get, where you can actually log it and make a nice certificate. Okay, through ARRL. Cool. So Ann would recommend that you look into that. You can, while you still have it kind of fresh who your first contact was, hopefully maybe have logged that or made note of the day and the time, that you can actually get a first contact award from ARL and have a nice thing to put in your shack there, kind of highlighting that. So that's really cool, and that way you can hang on to that moment from here on out and have it right there in your shack. I think Melanie's going to try and find the link for us and put it in the Echo Link chat. So very cool. Thanks, Sam. Great to hear that story. That's awesome. And John, see, you never know. Just putting something on your QRZ page can inspire another YL. So for those of you that haven't updated it, put in any pictures or any bio information, you know, things like that are cool and they inspire other YLs. So take a few minutes and put some information on the page, put a picture there, or you know, share with the group something that you really remember or experienced and had a lot of fun with. It may inspire other YLs to look into doing the same. So thanks, Dawn, and thank you, Ann. Great story. All right, who else has something that you'd like to share with the group here? It's AC4YL.
KC9YL.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, Ann. KC9YL, AC4YL with the group.
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to hear everybody's voice again. I've been off in CW Ops land, so I haven't been able to check on for about 6 weeks, so I've got about 2.5 more weeks to go, so then I can be a regular again. Went down to the W9D XCC convention in Chicago last month, and I was lucky enough to win a KX3 telegraph radio, so I was pretty excited about that. I'm getting loop antennas, and I'm going to be using with it, and looking forward to sitting out on the beach of Lake Michigan and operating this summer with my CW Ops skills. Trying to pass along my good fortune, I've got an ICOM 735 that I was planning eventually on using for portable operations, and now I've got that taken care of. So I've decided to donate that to Sri Lanka, and that'll meet up with an antenna that I've got over there in just south of India. So looking forward to being able to do that for somebody else. Actually, 10% of the radios in Sri Lanka have been donated by hams from the X Club that I belong to. That's kind of a fun claim to fame for us. So CW Ops class is going along pretty well. We had homework this past weekend, and we're told to make 5 contacts in California QSO parties, which I did. I ended up with 9, and I've got 2 logbooks of the world confirmed, so I know they heard me. I was using tools that were available to me, so I had FL Digi running to help decode because the ops were running way faster than what I was able to hear. And I had my radio set with some presets. I had my call sign in there, and then also some of the exchanges because it was a serial number included in the exchange, which always freaked me out anyway. So I was able to do that. I got a repeat on a state, and I was able to understand that and give that to him, and I had a repeat on a serial number and was able to answer back to them, so I was pretty excited about that. So did some listening towards the end. I was still getting over this nasty cold, so didn't have much time on the air, but just listened after a while and could kind of tell the difference between the rag shooters and the contesters. So that was just a lot of fun, and looking forward to doing more of that. So nice to hear everybody again. Back to net, this is KC9YL.
You know, it's such a shame that you ladies just don't get out there and play radio. Wow, awesome! Congratulations, Dan. That's fantastic. Oh wow, the KX3. Sheesh. Congratulations, that's exciting. And I'm curious, if you don't mind, if you have information on that program that you guys do with your local club on donating, I don't know if any of that information is on your club website, but if it is, if you don't mind posting that club website in the Echo Link chat, just so we can take a look at that and check it out, and maybe learn more about your club, even if that information's not there, and if they have a website. We'd love to check it out, too. But thanks so much for coming in, and glad you're having a blast with the CW Ops program, and really just taking it on and having a blast and getting those experiences. That's fantastic. And thank you for sharing them with us. We're glad to have you back, and we're looking forward to you being on regular again, but we completely understand having fun with CW. Okay, cool. Who else has something that you'd like to share with the group? We're kind of on a roll here.
Victor Alpha 3 with Team Hotel Uniform. If I have the stage now, I'd like to say that I sent my Flex 3000 down to Austin, Texas for them to take a look at. Had it plugged into everything here and into an antenna here, and showing no RF detected. Got my radio back, got it set up, got it plugged in. Same story, no RF detected. I'm wondering what they actually did in Austin, Texas, my radio, because it's showing what it showed when it left here. So it cost me a lot of money to send that radio down to Texas, so $300 Canadian. I'm still looking at getting a reply from them as to where I'm going to go from here with it. They're saying to connect it to a dummy load. If anybody's got any information on this, I would be happy to hear it.
Okay, Carol, very good. Well, let's see. Does anybody have anything that you'd like to suggest to Carol for next steps?
Which model of Flex radio do you have, Carol? WB1ARU. Yes, and WB1ARU. I have the Flex 3000 connected to a computer that's not connected to the internet. It's just a solitary computer that's just for the Flex 3000. So it's not operating as it should be. I haven't done anything different to the Flex. It just decided not to cooperate with me one day and came up with a sign on the screen, no RF detected. So Brian and I, my husband, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Golf November, is also perplexed as to what the next stage is with this piece of equipment. We're both wondering if anybody has any information with the Flex radio systems, if they can help us out.
Well, Carol, you're not the only one that has had that issue, so I was just doing a really quick Google search here, and somebody else had the same issue. And was asking, and you know, there were a couple of suggestions by Flex Radio Support, which you may have already gone through once. But I wouldn't, excuse me, I wouldn't give up on them. I've heard great things about their support, and I've had some conversations with them in the past as well on some of the features of their radio, and they were kind enough to take the time over the phone to answer some direct questions on some things. So, you know, I wouldn't give up on them altogether. Keep pushing, and I'm sure they will work with you to figure out what the issue is. But you know, some of the suggestions were to reset the database, which they may have suggested to you. Also, trying the latest version of Power SDR, if you don't have the latest version installed on the computer there. And there were a couple of other suggestions in there also, which I'll just paste this link here, which may or may not help you at all. Does anybody else have any other comments or suggestions or questions for Carol? Okay, not anyone moment, so it looks like Susie has popped in and is popping back out here in just a moment. So Susie, N8CGM, we see you in, and see your comment there in chat. Looks like you are busy doing chorus stuff, so very cool. Well, we're glad you popped in and said hi to the group, Susie, and glad you guys are doing well and continuing to be active there in your course. That's really cool. And Susie sent me some videos, a couple of videos which were really cool, and I thoroughly enjoyed those. So Susie, we got you in the log, and no worries, do what you got to do. But thanks so much for at least popping in and saying hello to everybody. We're glad to see you. Okay. All right, so if somebody else has anything for Carol at the moment, if you guys think of anything, please go ahead and post a link or anything that you have for her there in the Echolink chat so Carol can pick it up. So, okay, very good. All right, who else has an update or some information or anything that you want to tell the group here? Please call in, AC4YL. WP1A, are you? Please, go ahead, Ann.
Okay, I'm looking for a frequency now. 20 meters seems particularly silent this evening, so I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get on 20. So we'll probably try a frequency on 40, and when I have one, I will let you know. WP1ARU.
Okay, very good, and we'll be watching the chat for a frequency, so cool. Thanks, Ann, appreciate that. All right, anybody else have something for the group here? Come on in, and we'd love to hear you.
W5MQC.
Good evening, Michelle. Please, go ahead.
Good evening, ladies. We had our second Girl Scout wireless and radio technology hash class today. We're having a blast teaching these young ladies. I do think 2 or 3 of them may go after their tech license once we're done with the class. We had some of the dads and moms come in towards the end and start sitting in and joining in. And I guess what I really want to say is I really want to encourage everybody. It doesn't matter what level license you have. I really want to encourage everybody to start working with other children, with other YLs, even with other OM, and just let's keep teaching more and helping more. It's amazing how much these kids are just gobbling it up. So I just want to encourage everybody to get out there, and it doesn't matter how much or how little you know, go out there and teach what you do. W5MQC, back to Net Control.
Well, very good, Michelle. That's awesome. Glad you're having a great time. And it's amazing when you spend time, even when you're there to perhaps share information or knowledge with someone else, it's amazing. You tend to pick up things from them as well, different perspective or questions they may come up with that you didn't think about, and might have to look up yourself. So that's the fun part about amateur radio, and one of the things I really enjoy about this net is we can all learn from each other and talk about our experiences in amateur radio and encourage each other to pursue different avenues, and certainly one of them is assisting the youth in getting involved in amateur radio. Get in touch with your youth coordinator with the ARRL and see how you can help out is one way. And or also, as Michelle's doing, getting involved with helping Girl Scouts and earning their radio patch. So that's really, really cool. Or I guess it's a communications patch per se. But very good. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it. And glad.
Okay, this is AG4YL. It looks like Catherine has lost her connection. I don't see her up anymore on the Echolink, so I think she fell off the end of the Echolinker, so that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here and follow up on kind of where she was going with on this. I agree 100% with what Michelle's saying. This is kind of what we were covering a few weeks ago with being an Elmira or a YLOmer, and just it doesn't matter, like Michelle said, what your skill level is. Even if you're just starting, there's somebody else who has even less experience than you do, and you never know what you can get off of them. And like Catherine said, the feedback, it's a two-way street. You can get things from both directions. It works very well together. Catherine has been licensed longer than I have, and I always considered her my Elmira, but I think we both learned something from each other when we went out and did the National Parks on the Air event last year. National Parks on the Air, of course, for those who aren't familiar, was portable operations. We would go out and what's called activate a national park, one of the national park entities. It didn't have to be a specific national park, it's just a national park entity. So there's a lot of historic places and memorials and things like that under the National Park Service. You could go out and work portable in them. And then there were chasers, people on the shack end that would contact you, because every person running a frequency needs to have a pilot, right? So there's both ends of that, chasers and activators. And both Catherine and I had a great time playing National Parks on the Air last year, and were kind of bummed when it was all over with. And then I was on the National Park on the Air Facebook page, and I found out about Parks on the Air. They paused for a reset. So I found out a little bit about Parks on the Air, and that was that's something that's actually been going on for a little while now. It falls under the umbrella of the Worldwide Flora and Fauna, and their phrase, their saying, if you will, is "Make nature your shack," and it's really exciting. It's a worldwide organization, and there are many countries under that do their own, have their own branches or arms of it. And the U.S. has their own branch, and I'm going to jump in and let you all know real quick that the HF net, the YLnet on HF, net control is NWB1ARU. It's going to be on 40 meters this evening, 40 meters tonight, and it will be starting right now, she says, and it's on 7.218. 7.218. So any of you wiles out there that have 40-meter capability, if you want to try to hear Ann up in Massachusetts or just try to relay and talk to each other, we encourage you to get on HF and leave this net and go have some fun with Ann on her HF net. This net will be continuing another 30 minutes. And but that's okay. You can go there and come back, or you can go there and stay there, or you can just go watch your favorite TV show. It's okay. We're glad to have you here for the time we do, and we just want you to play radio and have a good time at it. So 7.218 right now. And hello, Shirley, VK5YL. This is AG4YL Melanie, and I'm stepping in here for Catherine that seems to have had some echo-link connection problems. So I'm just jumping in here and trying to cover for her. I do have you in the log, and you're going to shut down for the night. Well, good night, and 33. Let me pause. All right, just want to reset that. Have a good night, and wonderful. Talk to you later. All right, 33, John, have a good evening, and we'll definitely see you next week, hopefully. Oh, okay. And KC9YL is off for the night as well, so good evening to you as well. And like I said, if you all want to go and join, NWB1ARU over on HF, she is on 7.218 right now, and you're all welcome to go there, or stay here, or go there and come back. Love to hear you. Anyway, I posted the link up there a little bit for the what we were talking about, the WWFF, the Worldwide Flora and Fauna. That is Whiskey Fox dot Charlie Oscar, WWFF.co, and you can learn all kinds of real cool stuff about Worldwide Flora and Fauna. The U.S. has an arm of Worldwide Flora and Fauna, and it's called KFF, and that's the U.S. branch, and it's Parks on the Air, or POTA, and they sort of got their name from the work that National Parks on the Air was doing last year for the ARRL, and the KFF decided to call it Parks on the Air, or POTA. So you can go on there and you can look up entities in your area. It's really kind of neat and very similar to what National Parks on the Air was doing. So, and I'll throw that link in there too. So Catherine and I finally had a day up, and I said, you know what, we have not played portable operations. We haven't played Parks on the Air this year. We did National Parks on the Air last year. We haven't done Parks on the Air this year. And I'm off Saturday, you're off Saturday. Let me pause for a reset. And I said, well, you know, let's, do you want to go activate a park? And so I looked a little bit at some of these entities here in Jefferson, Georgia, not very far away. And there's a lot more entities in Parks on the Air and worldwide flora and fauna than there was for national parks, because obviously this is state parks, national parks, wildlife refuges, it's all kinds of really cool stuff. And there's almost always a place not very far away from you that you can activate. So it's a lot of fun. Go on to the site and you can look under, in fact, I thought I had it here, maybe I didn't. I'll find it for you. But another way, to go on the site, you can look up activator locator. I think that's the one. And if that's the right one, what you can do is you can either use your location, or you can put in where you are, your address, anything, into, and go to this site right here. There you go. That's really fun. It's the activator locator, and you can find all the entities within, it defaults to 25 miles, but you can set your filter to go out a little farther, to 50 miles, etc. And then I went to the WWFF, and I found a tab called Statistics. Warning: this will eat up some bandwidth. Okay, this is a nasty, huge file. But it's statistics of its activation, and it tells you the entities that have been activated, how many times they've been activated, and how many QSOs, and how many unique calls, and what's the percentage, the logs that were uploaded from it, so forth and so on. Well, we found a few that weren't on that list, a few of our entities close by to us that weren't on the list, meaning they had never been activated. So we went out not too far away into Sweetwater Creek, just a short, I think it was like maybe 15 miles. You can type it in there, Catherine, and you might remember better than I do. Let me pause for a reset. Okay, so Catherine keyed up there for a second, and I see that she's back on. I was talking about Parks on the Air here, Catherine, and I couldn't remember how far away Sweetwater Creek was. But I heard you key up, and okay. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, Sarah. 33 to you. And we went to Sweetwater Creek, not too far away, and put the agenda on the WWFF site to have like an agenda there, which is kind of the calendar similar to what National Parks on the Air had. And, you know, went on there and said what we were going to do. And then Parks on the Air has their own website, and their own Facebook page, excuse me, and went on Facebook page and popped up on there, and a lot of people from National Parks on the Air are actually on the Parks on the Air Facebook page. It's really cool. And when they saw the Terrible 2, meaning Catherine and myself, you know, posting up our calls, posting back up on there again, they recognized the calls from last year's National Parks on the Air, and we had quite a pileup out there at Sweetwater Creek, so it was the first, we each got a valid number of activations. You only need 10 for the KFF program. To get the WWFF awards, you need a lot more, but they don't have to be in the same activation. You need, like, I think it's 44 queues or something like that to get an award, but you can do this over multiple activations, so it's a lot of fun. But at any rate, we finally got it activated, so I thought that was kind of cool. So we're going to go maybe play some more Pota this weekend, and do a couple more parks. But I encourage you all to check it out, and please check out Parks on the Air, which is HTTPS. It's www.kff-kff.com. Check it out. It's really a lot of fun. This is AG4OL, and I'm going to pass this back over to Catherine and see if she's ready.
Okay, thanks, Melanie. Appreciate you jumping in there and helping out here. Who knows? We'll see if my internet connection holds out longer this time. Okay, cool. I missed most of what you said because I was still trying to get connected. So I heard the last bit of it talking about Sweetwater Creek and that activation. And looking forward to one or two more this weekend and getting them in the log since they're new activations and no one's ever activated them before, so that's always exciting. And you know, it makes for a good pile-up for those chasing parts, so cool. Alright, I see Shirley has joined us, VK5YL. Well, good morning, Shirley. It's great to have you here with us this evening for us, most of us, and morning for you and Jenny. Hope you're doing well, and we're just got kind of an open forum going for anybody that has something that they want to share with the group. We've had some great stories thus far this evening from several YL, so if any of you gals have something else you'd like to mention, please go ahead and call now, AC4YL.
VK5YL.
Please go ahead, Shirley.
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you for putting in the log, Melanie. I'm a bit late, but as I mentioned, life keeps getting in the way of all my hobbies. But I did have a wonderful time on Monday on the Internet on OAF 14.183 at 0515 UTC. The Internet is the Australian, New Zealand and Africa net, so that anyone is welcome to join us. I made contact with lots of people overseas towards my DXCC award. Not there yet, about halfway I think, but I had contacts from Square Island, which is Ning VK4SWE, she's our net control for the day. We call Monday and then at the ladies' net because that's one of the few days I can get on, but other ladies are up there as well. We had contacts, I had personal contacts with New Zealand, Nemea, Romania, Barbados, Gilbert Islands, Poland, and Helsinki. And I was stoked. I was only using my very old, trusty ICOM 751, and my antenna is fixed at both ends, in other words, it's G5RD. So I wasn't able to rotate my antenna, pointed in the direction where the people were. They just came streaming in, and it was just a fantastic day. I just wanted to share my excitement with everybody. I've also been in touch with Teresa in the Philippines. She's the lady who does cross-stitch, and I'm seeing your name there. She sent me a photograph of Yuki. I don't know if we've heard from Yuki in a while. It's been some time since I've heard from her myself. I just hope that she is well. The other thing I wanted to make a comment about, and I'll just pause for reset, is the ROTA net. It's the Recipe on the Air net, which is on the Monday on the same frequency as the Internet, at about 6:30 UTC. So if any of you are around then, please come and join us. You don't have to have a recipe. We just talk about food and different food cultures from around the world. We've had recipes from lots and lots of wonderful places. And it's fun to try them out. If we don't happen to have the exact ingredients, then we can check with Google and say, please supply me with a substitute. I got a substitute for miso paste, which was fantastic. It's just tahini with some soy sauce. Anyway, that's the way from radio, but it does happen on HS on 14.183 on Monday. Thanks for letting me in, Catherine, and hi to everybody. Back to AC4YL, this is BK Parkway with the group.
Well, fantastic, Shirley. Congratulations on all of those contacts that you're making there. That's awesome. And very cool about the recipes on the internet. That's a great idea. You know, not just talking about recipes, but different cultures around the world, and you know, different things. And you know, who can turn down talking about food? You know, once a week within moderation, right? Very good, Shirley. Well, congratulations on making all those cool contacts. That's fantastic. And keep working and plugging away, and you'll get your DXCC before you know it. And, that's always exciting when the band's open and you are able to make a lot of contacts, especially when you don't have the advantage of a beam or an antenna that you can point in various directions. You pretty much have to go with what you get, right? But that's great. Congratulations. And thanks so much, Shirley. It's great to hear you whenever you can make it in. Okay, anybody else have something for the group here? Please call now. Oh, we've had a lot of really cool things tonight, so appreciate you gals coming in and telling us all the great stories and experiences there. So some things in the works, and you know, I'd like to take just a moment and apologize for not being as active on the Facebook group as I would like to be. You know, things have been a bit hectic with work and the like, so it's been kind of pulling my time from being able to do as much as I would like with that, but I hope to get a little bit more involved with that. But Melanie and I are also working diligently on a website, not just for this net, but a resource and information website for YLs everywhere. So we're trying to get that going, and our goal is to have the website up by the end of this year. So we're aiming for that, and we'll certainly tell you gals when we have that done. But you know, these things take time, and it's a little tricky when you work full time. It doesn't leave much room to get the other things that you have to get done, and then the fun stuff, you know. That sliver of the pie seems to be the smallest, unfortunately. But at the same time, well worth it. So I hope to have that up, and again, it's going to be a great resource website, and something that you gals can share with other folks that are interested, particularly, of course, it's aimed at YLs and those that women that are interested in becoming amateur radio operators, but it certainly goes to everyone who has an interest in the amateur radio hobby. So looking forward to getting that up, and hope that it will be of some help, and we're looking forward to hearing from y'all's feedback on it, and some things that we can adjust and change or additions to. So looking forward to getting that up and running soon. Okay, that being said, I don't really have anything else planned here, so what I'd like is to see, I know we've shared experiences and the like, but does anybody have any questions for the group? Even if it seems to be on a simplistic level, or please ask away if there's something you would like some clarification on with regards to amateur radio, or some term or something that you've heard that you're not familiar with on the air, or something along those lines. Please come back and let us know what you got, or your question, or a topic suggestion for the remainder of the net.
Yeah, I got a question on N1MM logger. This is KC9B.
Okay, very good, Lauren. And after you get your question and we address that, then we'll go to Shirley. So Lauren, please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, okay, very good. I guess the question I have is, how do all of you guys maintain a log for the year on N1MM logger? I've played around with it a little bit. It looks good for like direct contests and things like that. But I take it, and I hope I'm doing this right, I take it you have to basically create your own database and you just run it through that way. And am I guessing right if you want to do like for the year logging? And I'll put an update on what I've been up to over the last little bit, if you wanted me to, later on after you get through Shirley and all the rest of the bunch. But it's all up to you guys. I'm just here for the listening. Yes. This is KC9B, back to net control.
Okay, very good, Lauren. Well, let's go to your question first on N1MM. So, I personally don't use N1MM, so I'm not much help in that area. So, does anyone else here with us this evening, have you used N1MM, or do you use it? And have any information or anything you can pass along to Lauren with reference to the logbook?
I can probably go back to forums if I need to. I don't want to pick up at one time on just this. KC9B, back to net.
That Rhea may be your best bet for that N2RJ. She was going to try and make it on this evening, but she wasn't sure she would be able to with some things she had to do family-wise. So I would certainly pose that question on the YLopnet Facebook group. Rhea will most likely respond to you there and give you some great information, since she's quite familiar with that logging program.
I'm going to jump in here real quick, AG4YL. You guys kind of doubled on each other, so both of you couldn't hear what each other said. So I was on the other end, so I kind of picked up a little bit of both of it. But Lauren, I don't know how much of that you caught from Catherine, but absolutely, I was going to jump in there and say the same thing. Please put it on the YLopnet Facebook group, post it on there, and I absolutely agree. Rhea's going to be the one. She writes contest programs for N1MM. I mean, she does whatever it is that she did the coding for it. So she's amazing at N1MM. And if anybody can help you, I think she's going to be the Elmira, and I'm sure she's very, I'm certain she'd be very happy to help you. If you post something on the YLOP Facebook group and you don't get a response from her there, she has been kind of busy, you may want to go ahead and go to her QRZ page and email her directly off of QRZ. I'm sure she'd be very open to that and would help you take care of that with a quickness. So that's what I wanted to jump in and say, and I'll send this back over to Catherine and the net. This is AG4YL.
Alright, thanks, Melanie. Apologies for doubling. So, Lauren, that would be probably your next best bet on N1MM. Let's go ahead and go to Shirley's question or what she was going to say, and then we will circle back around to you, Lauren, and see how you're doing and what's going on with you there. So, Shirley, please go ahead and take it away. VK5YL, AC4YL with the group. AC4YL, this is VK5YL with the group. Thank you, Catherine. And I take on board what Lauren is saying. During the summer holiday break that we have in a couple of months here, I intend having a go at the log for OM to try and get my DXCC entries in order. I do have a couple of people here in Australia who can help me with that, but I know it's going to be quite involved. But apparently the log for OM is quite easy. Whether that's just available in Australia, I'm not sure. Probably not, because you can download it from the net. Haven't got that far yet. But the other thing I wanted to mention was that in Alara we have some surplus funds which we would like to use to sponsor as a scholarship for YLs, specifically in Australia. And I just wondered what programs you ladies have in your various radio clubs to help with that. A breakdown of scholarship information, grants maybe. If anyone can help in that regard, please can you drop me an email and I'll pass it on to our ladies. I'll chuck my email down below, but those of you who can't see the screen can go to QRZ.com and my email address is there. Okay, thanks for that, Catherine, and I'll just type my email address down below. Back to you. Comments?
Okay, I'm going to jump in here. I see Catherine has just gotten disconnected again. And yes, I was actually going to suggest the YLRL scholarship information, which I think is where Ann is going to jump in with. So, Ann, WB1ARU, go ahead, please.
Okay, the YLRL uses the Foundation for Amateur Radio, and I think those scholarships are all for U.S. YLs. Ours are all for U.S. YLs, and the FAR does scholarships for all U.S. hams that are interested in getting scholarships. I don't know whether your question was about how we raise funds, or if your question was on how they're distributed. We do not distribute the scholarships ourselves. We use the Foundation for Amateur Radio, which here in the States does the distribution for many scholarships from all different clubs and individuals. As far as funding the YLRL scholarship, donations of any sort, nothing from dues is used for the scholarship fund. So it all comes from donations. There's a long history of having a fundraiser when we have a convention, and we'll need to kick that off for the convention next year. But the donations that people make in memory of Silent Keys, or just because they want to donate to the scholarship fund, is how it's been funded. So I don't know if that answers your question, Shirley. You can shoot me an email if you want to know any more. WB1ARU.
Thanks so much, Anne. I just wanted a general overview of what you do with them. We do have one of our ladies, VK7QP, Linda, who will probably be contacting the YLRL to find out exactly what happens with scholarship grants, etc. We're not so much in the way of raising funds. We seem to have some excess funds, and we'd like to be able to use it to enable YLs to further their studies, to get YLs interested. That would be the most important thing, I think. But thank you anyway, Anne, for the comments, and I'll pass those on to Linda, and she may be in touch directly with you. Thanks again. Back to Net, whether it's Catherine or Melanie, I'm not sure.
AC4YL or AG4YL, this is DK5YL with DNet.
Okay, this is AG4YL. I'm going to jump in here real quick. And the Foundation for Amateur Radio is on farweb.org. That's Foxtrot Alpha Radio Whiskey Echo Bravo.org. And perhaps they would be able to have some information or contact information on an the FAR scholarship application process is open to all licensed amateur radio operators worldwide. Okay? So there you go. And according to N, that's who the YLRL uses, which is fantastic. Thanks for the info, Ann. That's lovely. And here is the website for you, Shirley. Farweb.org. And I just went there, clicked on it, and it's pretty simple. And it says how to contact them. It's got a contact them button, and they looks like the scholarship committee is you can contact them via a Gmail. It looks like they have a Gmail account, so you can email them and hopefully get some. Yes, exactly, man. Thank you. With Dave, exactly. That's what I see here. It looks like that Dave Pestel or Pestel, not sure how to pronounce his last name, is the one whose Gmail account is up there, and that's fantastic. Hopefully, Linda will be able to get some things, some information from FAR, and I'm certain that, like Dan said, having an entity that knows just what to do with it. Our very own Ruth Cam for LAO said she could have never gone to school without the YLRL. So the scholarships really helped her. I'm going to pause and send this back to Catherine.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks, Melanie. We appreciate it. We have just a minute here, so Lauren, if you wanted to go ahead with your update, please go ahead, and then we'll close out the net. KC9CHV, AC4YL with the group.
Yeah, Catherine, you kind of cut out on me there a little bit. I think you're sending back for me to just give a basic update of Zoom. Okay, I copied the text. Yeah, so what have I been doing in amateur radio world? Well, I signed up for Amateur Radio Digital Communications, which is part of the AMP portal. As most of us know, back in 1981, internet networking, they gave us some IPs to play with. And so I've been basically reading and learning more about it. I signed up for the mailing list, and really interesting topics in there. If you're interested in computer networking and along that line of stuff in the amateur radio world, there's a lot of stuff here to learn. With that, I've been kind of using the All-Star there a little bit more here recently, connecting up and talking with ham operators up in the northeast early area of Vermont. I think Pennsylvania is one of the locations. Actually, I think that node's down right now, but yeah, I've just been using All-Star to its full capabilities. I want to apologize, first of all. I didn't actually think about last week's net until tonight when I realized that the net was going on, and so I actually edited it that from last week and uploaded it while this year is going on, and I've got this one recording, and I'll edit it and upload it tonight. I do apologize about that. Sometimes I get behind and I don't think about it. I've got other stuff going on, and you know how that stuff goes. It's just a constant battle. But I've been doing more computer gaming lately, and that sort of thing. I did update my field profile, and I updated a few other things, but I'm hoping to get more active, I guess, in the amateur radio. With that, I'll send it back over to KC9JH3.
Okay, very good, Lauren. Well, that's great. Sounds like you're having fun and staying busy, and it's great to hear you on. It's been a few weeks since we've been able to hear from you, so glad you're here with us and doing well and staying busy. So, all right, very good. Well, that about wraps it up before we lose the connection here. So we'll go ahead and close out the net this evening. Real quick, do we have any other YLs who have not checked in that would like to do so? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard, so don't forget to visit and post comments on the YLopnet Facebook group. We'd also like to take a moment again to thank Lauren, KC9GHD, for the live stream and recording this net and making it available to all through YouTube. We'd also like to thank Alara for the use of this Echolink conference node, North Fulton Amateur Radio League for their drop-in chat room, and all Lincoln listening for your ongoing support of this net. This is Catherine, AC4YL, closing out the YLopnet and returning the Alara compliments to normal use. 33 ladies, thank you so much for your patience, and hopefully we will catch you all next week.
This isn't ham radio related, but my big excitement here is our 50th high school reunion this Saturday night. I'm looking forward to it immensely. That's it. 33 WB1AR here.